Gerald Lucas here with another installment of Ask Gerald, where you get your real estate questions answered. Today's question comes from Candace. Candace writes from Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Candace writes, "My fiance and I are looking for our first home. Do you think it's better to buy a recently built home or an older home?" Well, that's a good question, Candace. You know, right now, about a third of the homes in the U.S. That are for sale right now are newly constructed homes. And there are advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons to buying a newly constructed home versus a pre-existing one. And we'll go through a few of those. So the advantages of buying a newly constructed home. The first is they tend to not need any repairs or renovations. And also builders tend to give warranties on a newly constructed home. That's certainly one advantage. Pre-existing homes, usually there's some deferred maintenance or something that needs to be done. So that's one advantage of a newly constructed home. Another advantage, potential advantage, is that newly constructed homes are customizable. And it depends on the builder and your situation and how early you are in the process, but you may be able to choose the colors or the finishes or the fixtures in your new home when you buy a newly constructed home. The last potential advantage with a newly constructed home is there may be better financing options because builders often are willing to pay down points or interest rates or pay for rate locks, which may be more advantageous to you as a buyer of a newly constructed home. On the other hand, for pre-existing homes versus newly constructed homes, one disadvantage of a newly constructed home is that new construction tends to be more expensive than a pre-existing home. Also, you've got to wait for it to be completed, and there's really no guarantee when the builder is going to be done, so you may have to wait and you may not be able to move when you want to. That's another disadvantage. Lastly, newly constructed homes, this is the last sort of disadvantage, newly constructed homes tend to have higher property taxes than pre-existing homes. And the last thing I'll say is that builder contracts for newly constructed homes tend to be different than standard purchase contracts for pre-existing homes. So you want to make certain that you thoroughly read any contract that a builder presents to you before you agree to sign anything. So thanks for your question, Candace. For more real estate tips and information, visit my blog at geraldlucas.com. I'm Gerald Lucas, and I'll see you again soon.